Hello, peeps, and welcome to another epic edition of Phillips Podcast, or P to the fourth power. If you guys would, please write down in your spiral that your homework tonight is to do workbook page 12, problems 1 through 4. Tonight, I would like you to find the cross products for problems 1 through 4. Again, please write in your spiral. Your homework tonight is do workbook page 12, problems 1 through 4. Find the cross products. Visual people, problems 1 through 4. Find the cross products. All right, today's notes is going to be on lesson 2.5, part 4. We're going to talk about simplifying expressions and combining like terms. Again, please write in your notes that today's lesson is 2.5, part 4, simplifying expressions, combining like terms. If you would, let's get your engines started. Nice. The things I do to enhance your educational experience. If you guys would, please write down the expression, nice vocabulary, da bears. Notice that this is an expression because there is no equal sign. That is an expression, there is no equal sign. Please write the expression 4 parentheses n plus 9 parentheses minus 3 parentheses 2 plus n in your spiral. BRB. Alrighty, the first thing I am going to do is the distributive property. Da bears. I'm going to distribute the 4 with the n. Then I'm going to distribute the 4 with the 9. Distributive property. So the first thing I see is that the variable n does not have a number in front of it. So I am going to put, excellent job, the number 1 in front of it. And the number 1 is called a very good coefficient. So please write on your paper that you have 4 times 1n. So I am going to multiply after I erase my sloppy equal. So sad, NB. I'm going to multiply 4 times 1, and that's going to give me, very good, 4. You must have had your coffee this morning. Then remember that the variable, the letter n, is like your dog. That follows you everywhere you go. So the n comes over here. So we have 4n. And I'm going to highlight that so we can refer back to it later. Okay, just doing the problem step by step. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute the 4 with the 9. Distributive property. So I have 4 times 9. That's going to give me 36. I'm going to highlight that because I'm going to come back to it here in a second. Alright guys, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite the first part of the expression. Or, excuse me, I'm going to change this part of the expression. Now some of you may say, Mr. Phillips, where did you get the 4n plus 36? Remember, I got the 4n plus 36 from 4 times 1n and 4 times 9. So, on your paper, we are going to rewrite this. We're going to change it. So now you should have the expression 4n plus 36 minus 3 parentheses 2 plus n parentheses written on your paper. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, very good. You said that we're going to do the distributive property right there. We're going to do the distributive property. So, on your paper, please write -3 times 2, or positive 2. Well, I know that 3 times 2 gives me 6, and a negative times a positive is a negative. Or you could say that your dog, ruff, ruff, follows you wherever you go. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to highlight this because I'm going to come back to it later. Next step. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to distribute the -3 with the n. And just like we did before, very good, there's an invisible 1 that goes in front of that letter. Ooh, excellent. You said that that is called a coefficient, a number touching the letter. I'm telling you, you're such a smarticle. So on your paper, let's write -3. Parentheses means times 1n. Well, I know that 3 times 1 is going to give me 3. And I know that a negative times a positive is a negative. And I know that n is like my dog. Oh, sorry, bad timing. N is like my dog. All right, NB, that was really supposed to be a dog sound effect. Oh well, I haven't had my morning coffee. N is like your sheep, there we go, that follow you everywhere you go. Now we're going to highlight that and come back to it. Now I'm going to rewrite the second part of the expression, or I'm going to rewrite what's in the box here. Where did you get the -6 and -3n from, Mr. Phillips? Good question. I got them from right here when I did the distributive property. There's my -6, there's my -3n. So I'm going to cover this up. And now my problem should look like this. 4n plus 36 minus 6 minus 3n. The next thing I'm going to do, heart and stars. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label my hearts and stars. Well, this has a letter that's kind of like our dog, and we love our puppy dogs, so we're going to give it a heart. And this one has a letter, or a variable, and we love our puppy dogs, so we're going to give it a heart. 36 does not have a letter. That's a number by itself. Ooh, excellent job. You called that a constant. Nice. And -6 or -6 is a number by itself. That is a constant. So now that I've labeled my hearts and stars, I'm going to combine like terms. You can either put your hearts together first, or you can put your stars together first. It doesn't matter. I can mow the front yard, then I can mow the backyard. The yard gets mowed. Or I can mow the backyard, then mow the front yard. Either way, my wife is happy. So I'm going to put my hearts together first. So I have 4n minus, be careful of your signs, minus 3n. Four minus 3 gives me 1. And my dog, ruff, ruff, follows me wherever I go. I'm going to put a box around this and come back to it in just a second. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stars together. I'm going to put my stars together. So I have 36. Remember to watch your signs carefully. Minus 6. When I subtract those, I should get 30. And again, I'm going to put a box around it and come back to it. So now I'm going to write my final answer. I have 1n and I have 30. Now remember that this 30 is either positive or negative. Since I don't see a negative sign, good job. That means the 30 is positive. It's a SPY for the positives. So there is my final answer, 1n plus 30. Now, let's take a look at our choices. This is not 1n, so on the EOC, we could cross it out. This is not 1n, on the EOC, we cross it out. This is not 30, on the EOC, cross it out. Here is my correct answer. But Mr. Phillips, you had 1n. Yes, because right here, there is an invisible coefficient of 1. Nice vocab. Da bears. Thanks guys for watching. Simplifying expressions and combining like terms is not that difficult. You just have to go slowly and do it step by step. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.